From a crazy shooting chase in Texas to a suspect who stole a party bus and fled from officers, or when a smuggling operation goes terribly wrong, these are some of crazy police dash cam moments you won't believe if not filmed. This could be the greatest motorcycle police chase ever caught on video. Taking place in the streets of São Paulo, Brazil, this intense pursuit is packed with adrenaline. Check out this crazy chase. Wow, this chase is spiraling out of control. How crazy has it been so far? The suspect is weaving through traffic at breakneck speeds, and the officers are pushing their limits to catch up. Stay tuned to see if they can finally bring this wild pursuit to an end and stop this suspect once and for all. The officer's closing in, getting really close to the suspect now, but the suspect has other plans. They're not going down without a fight, swerving, weaving, trying to shake the officer off their tail. Now the suspects are heading into the favelas, weaving through the streets, the officers right on their tail. This chase is far from over. After weaving through the favelas, the suspects finally lost control and crashed. Both were arrested without further incident. What a wild pursuit. Let me know your thoughts on this crazy chase in the comments. On February 22nd, 2022, in Los Angeles, California, one man clearly had a bit too much free time on his hands and decided to steal a party bus. Little did he know, California Highway Patrol was soon on his tail after he refused to stop, kicking off a crazy pursuit. What followed was an unexpected chase that had everyone on edge.
This would be a good place to take it down. Throw some spike strips in front of it. They could have, you know. Yeah, I don't know. They probably don't have us. You can bump it up, but whoa! Yep. Yes.
The suspect eventually rammed the stolen party bus, causing it to come to a stop. Officers quickly closed in, and the next task was clear: arrest the suspect. The pursuit had finally come to an end, but not without a few tense moments.
Smashed car, and looking at the driver going into custody right there, you know, there you go. That's one of those ones. I always hate to be the, you know, saying that. It does appear to be a female driver, and it looks like she is going into custody right now after that accident. But I'm really concerned about those folks in that car. You'd think that one of the California Highway Patrol or somebody from California Highway Patrol would get a vehicle over there just to say, hey, are you okay?
The suspect walked out of the stolen party bus and was promptly arrested and taken into custody. Thankfully, the people in the car involved in the accident were not injured, and the situation was safely brought to a close. On June 17, 2024, a smuggler in a Ford Explorer led Texas troopers on a high-speed chase through Webb County. The pursuit began when a trooper attempted to stop the vehicle, but the driver sped off, evading capture. The smuggler drove recklessly, putting others at risk as troopers worked to apprehend the suspect.
Go ahead and eastbound on Killam. Vehicles on the. We're in the construction area, right underneath the loop. The flyover, construction area, underneath the flyovers.
10-4, construction area, under the flyover.
Construction area, keep it that way,
10-4, still southbound on 35.
Bella. Subject has a polo shirt with a stripe.
During the pursuit, the smuggler drove on the wrong side of the road, making the chase even more dangerous. Eventually, the driver bailed out of the vehicle and fled on foot. After a brief chase, the smuggler, identified as a resident of Laredo, was captured and arrested. He was charged with smuggling of persons and evading arrest. 4 illegal immigrants were apprehended and referred to Border Patrol for processing.
Hey, behind your back.
Yeah.
¿Estás bien?
Ah, sí.
Okay.
Me cansé gacho.
I believe it. Me too, man.
Tenía bastante sin correr.
On March 25, 2022, a deputy from the Indian River County Sheriff's Office was alerted by a detective about a gray, older-style suburban SUV fleeing. The deputy spotted the vehicle driving recklessly, swerving into oncoming traffic without any immediate police pursuit. Upon noticing the deputy's marked patrol car with emergency lights, the suspect quickly altered course, making a U-turn in an attempt to evade capture, prompting the deputy to initiate a pursuit.
Units on the west of the 95 ramps, in case that's where it's trying to go.
I'm gonna have to back off a bit. His speeds are 95. I'm going way too fast to hit.
Yeah, 10-4.
UNL coming over the bridge, probably southbound 86 would be my guess. That is 10-4, southbound 86.
After a brief stint on the highway, the suspect abruptly veered off, leading the trooper on an unexpected off-road pursuit.
He's eastbound on 21st Street. From 86th Avenue and Oslo.
Okay, should be coming back out.
He went down?
Yep, you can only get out one way. pretty sporty back here, so I'm trying to get up to head up there.
The trooper steadily closed the gap between himself and the suspect. Another trooper joined the pursuit to provide support, but the original trooper remained the primary unit in the chase.
Okay, back westbound 21st Street. Hey, stand by, watch out.
On Interstate to 87 Alpha. Check. Off. I'm over the bridge.
Stay good. Hit one pair of sticks, looks like he's gonna hit another.
Two spike strips were deployed in an attempt to stop the suspect, but both were unsuccessful. However, the suspect, unfamiliar with the area, eventually drove into a dead end.
Coming up to the range, dead end. We're gonna have a signal for he's gonna crash through the gate.
The suspect was stopped at the dead end, where he calmly exited the vehicle and walked toward the troopers. He was promptly arrested and taken into custody, bringing this wild and reckless chase to a definitive end. In a high-stakes police chase in Texas, a trooper strategically positioned himself between the suspect and oncoming traffic, forcing the suspect to come to a stop. Upon stopping, the suspect exited his vehicle and drew a firearm, opening fire on the trooper. The trooper, despite being struck in the arm, returned fire, fatally neutralizing the suspect. This intense encounter unfolded after the suspect fled a routine traffic stop, leading to a dangerous pursuit that escalated into a life-threatening confrontation. On January 8, 2021, a Savannah police officer initiated a traffic stop on Vaquan Scott, who was wanted on felony family violence and stalking charges. Scott was also driving with a suspended license.
How you doing, man? Good. I'm Oscar Harris. The reason I'm stopping you, man, you had a yellow sticker, so I ran your tag, and it comes back ownership ceased of this vehicle.
Ownership ceased.
After a brief conversation, Trooper Deeroff instructed the driver to exit the vehicle. However, instead of complying, the suspect suddenly accelerated and fled the traffic stop, initiating a pursuit.
What happened?
Just come back here. I'll explain to you.
I mean, you saying you're going to explain, but like, I'm trying to see what happened.
Just come out here and speak to me. He's a felony 67. Traffic 64, my traffic stop. He's a felony 67, just flat my stop.
The weather conditions were less than ideal for both the trooper and the suspect, with poor visibility and slippery roads, which made the pursuit even more dangerous for everyone involved. The suspect can be seen accelerating at first, but due to the bad weather conditions, he was forced to slow down shortly after. That's when the trooper was able to close the gap and catch up. pursuit ended when the trooper used a precision immobilization technique on the suspect's vehicle, causing it to lose control and crash into trees off the road. EMS arrived and the driver, Vanquan Scott, was transported to the hospital, where he was pronounced deceased. Scott had active warrants for family violence, intimidation, and stalking, and his license was suspended. On November 13, 2024, a smuggler driving a Honda Civic led Texas troopers on a high-speed pursuit in Val Verde County. The incident began during a routine traffic stop when the trooper approached the vehicle, only for the suspect to suddenly accelerate and flee, sparking the intense chase.
Negative spikes, Dario, negative spikes, still heading into town. Taking a right on guard, right on guard.
Right on, guys.
2 on behind him.
Regular line, I think he's gonna go here shortly.
Lane, shoulder.
During the pursuit, the smuggler, identified as Jose Rigoberto Perez Calderon, an illegal immigrant from El Salvador, drove recklessly on the wrong side of the road, narrowly avoiding a head-on collision with a truck-tractor semi-trailer. Eventually, Calderon brought the vehicle to a stop and fled on foot, along with 4 other illegal immigrants who had been in the vehicle.
Stop! Stop! That's him. That's him. That's him. Get him.
Go ahead.
Hey, all units hold traffic. 30103 Del Rio. I got 1 mil 95. He's gonna be the driver.
Troopers quickly located Calderon hiding in the brush. He was arrested and charged with evading arrest and smuggling of persons. The 4 illegal immigrants, identified as being from Mexico and Honduras, were also apprehended and charged with evading arrest. Trooper Duroff was requested to assist Chief and the Detroit DEA office with a buy-bust operation near the listed venue. Once the move-in signal was given by the DEA agents, Trooper Duroff attempted to initiate a traffic stop on the suspect vehicle in the parking lot of the venue. However, the suspect vehicle fled and intentionally rammed 2 unmarked police vehicles near the venue.
Northbound, he just took a westbound shot to the alley. Northbound on Central, through Dix.
Trooper Duroff was the primary unit in the pursuit, and as the suspect ran multiple red lights, he began closing the distance between them. Realizing the increasing danger, Trooper Duroff focused on maintaining control of the situation and strategically closed in on the suspect. Trooper Duroff managed to get close enough to execute a pit maneuver, but it was unsuccessful, and the suspect was able to regain control of the vehicle, continuing the pursuit.
Getting off of Livernois. Southbound Livernois from 94.
Despite the significant damage to the suspect vehicle, it didn't stop the suspect from driving recklessly, showing complete disregard for the safety of other drivers on the road.
Crossing traffic, getting on northbound 75. Northbound 75.
South Highway 175.
The pursuit was eventually terminated without capturing the suspect. However, the suspect vehicle was later located by DEA and MSP detectives abandoned. The vehicle was towed to Metro South for further investigation. On December 21, 2022, Trooper Moister attempted to block in a dark gray stolen Mini Cooper Countryman in the parking lot. The driver, later identified as Mariah Davis, a white female, and her passenger, later identified as Shandarius Johnson, a black male, fled past Trooper Moister's vehicle onto Highway 70, turning westbound. Trooper Moister advised that his vehicle had been struck by the stolen car and a pursuit ensued. These 3 patrol cars were en route to assist in the pursuit. After about 10 minutes, they successfully joined the chase, helping to increase the pressure on the fleeing suspects.
They're a couple blocks south off of 107. Correction, east.
After a high-speed pursuit that stretched across multiple streets and intersections, the suspect vehicle, a stolen Mini Cooper, was successfully stopped when the trooper deployed a stop stick, striking the front passenger side tire. The vehicle crashed into a culvert near Wesley Drive in Maryland, bringing the chase to an end. The passenger, Shandarius Johnson, was immediately taken into custody. Meanwhile, the driver, Mariah Davis, fled into a nearby underground pipe. Despite the K-9 warning, Davis initially resisted but eventually surrendered after hearing the K-9. She was taken into custody without further incident. Upon searching the scene, officers discovered meth and drug paraphernalia. The stolen Mini Cooper, valued at $20,000, sustained approximately $10,000 in damages. Both suspects were transported to the hospital, and Davis was later taken to jail. The vehicle was towed by Phillips Brothers.